Hello everyone. Today is a weekend. I'm just chilling in the house, so don't mind about the background. I just want to advocate for something here called blood donation. Blood donation. How will you feel if you lost someone you loved so much, to a disease that just a simple unit of blood pint will have managed the condition and saved that person? Or have you ever lost someone from such conditions, anemia, maybe an accident that led to too much loss of blood, and you ended up losing this person because they couldn't find a pint of blood to boost the blood level so that this person can survive? It is very painful, and as a lab professional, we are always fully involved in this part of treatment, since blood is also used as a therapeutic substance in the hospital. So sometimes this happens maybe because of some unlawful ways of handling this, maybe in our blood banks, or maybe genuinely the blood bank cannot find a safe blood to save this person. Reason being inadequate blood in the banks to just choose for safe blood to save these people and to save their lives. Because not so many people do donate blood, but it is so painful to lose someone due to lack of even just a unit of blood to save their life. So blood being one of the therapeutic substances, but there is no any artificial substance that can be used to replace human blood. If someone is in need of blood, we just have to get it from another human source. And the human source is just you and me going to donate that blood. Sometimes you feel that fear of going to donate, or you can say whatever you want, but until you be in a situation whereby you have to donate that blood to save someone you love. And sometimes we are forced to deny some people who want to donate by force, yet they are not qualified to do so just because they want to save that life. So donation is something that should be done voluntarily, but we need to have so many people go and donate this sample, such that in case of this emergency, there are people who live with diseases such as sickle cell anemia, thalassemia, that have to be transfused for almost twice, or some even every week, some monthly, people who have chronic kidney diseases. But even if you were to bring donors, you can bring all your family members to us up until you reach some point that there is no one to donate anymore. But we can help these people by just, in a year, you can even go and donate blood once or twice just to save someone, so that you will be saved one day when you are in such a situation. But there is situations that normally happen, especially in our hospitals today, where so many people express a lot of frustrations due to the high cost of blood, and they feel like this blood, they are charged or they are forced to buy them at very expensive rates. Yet they know that blood is freely donated. People voluntarily donate blood, but there is this misunderstanding that hospitals normally sell blood, which is not true and which should not happen in case it is happening somewhere. But the misunderstanding creates a lot of anger, a lot of mistrust, a lot of confusion, and we experience it as lab professional or as lab tech when we try to explain such things. But what people normally don't understand that blood donation is a free process. You voluntarily donate this blood. But making this blood safe to be transfused to someone, ensuring that this blood is matching to the person to be transfused, it has to have some expenses in it. That's why you will experience some charges. So the rates are normally different depending on the hospital where you go. Some people will collect the blood, some hospital will collect blood from the blood bank, but they will want to even screen it further to ensure that this blood is safe enough to be transfused to the patient. Because remember, this is a blood that has been taken from another human being and want to introduce it to another human being altogether. There are so many antigens, there are so many antibodies, there are so many diseases, some that have not even been realized, and a lot of antigens that some are yet to be identified, such that we can't just take blood and transfuse it that way. It has to undergo some processes, some testing, some screening to ensure that this blood is safe for transfusion. And that's where the expenses normally come, because the entire process involves use of reagents, use of machines that also are very expensive depending on where you are doing it. So it is important that people understand that, but one thing should understand that buying blood that had been donated freely is not something that should be there. Because normally we experience cases whereby, like, at some point I was in a situation whereby a patient has brought donors, around 4 donors, and this patient has donated up to around 6 pints of blood. Then another patient also comes in who has donated blood, and you find out that this patient, just from nowhere that you can't explain, has blood to transfuse, yet he or she has not donated any blood. So these are kind of things that should not be happening. When someone donates blood, they should be able to receive blood so that they are saved in the condition which they are in. So donation is something that you do voluntarily and freely, just to save a life, to save that sickle cell patient somewhere. It might be your brother, your sister, or someone you don't know. But the only way that you can save a life without being a doctor is just to donate blood. Remember that 1 unit of blood that you donate can save up to 3 lives. So maybe if you donated twice a year, you can save up to 6 lives in a year that will have been lost. So I just want to encourage someone to try and go to that blood bank somewhere or a health facility somewhere, do some checkups and check whether you are safe to donate blood so that you can save a patient somewhere. It is normally very humbling when you even get just a unit of blood to save a patient, and you get it on time and save this life that would have been lost. It is normally feels very nice when you find this blood on time and save this patient, and thus you realize that humanity and science can meet perfectly. you feel some kind of humanity and also a lot of science involved, and it feels so nice. So we can only save these lives if you and me, we make it a habit of going to donate some blood in our respective regional blood banks or maybe hospital that offer such services, so that we can save one or two lives, because there are so many people that maybe come with so many challenges. You can't predict when an accident might occur that someone loses a lot of blood and just need to be transfused immediately. They can only be helped if there are some emergency blood somewhere to save them. But if you and me don't do that donation, there will be no that emergency stock of blood to help such people. So let's try out and donate blood and save a life. Blood donation is a selfless act that serves us and improve millions of lives in a year. So it is something that if you do, you would have saved a lot of lives. So you might be wondering, who can donate blood? Anybody who of the age maybe around 18 there up to around 65 years is qualified to donate blood, as long as they weigh a weight of above 50 kg, they are in good health, and they don't have any recent infection or any health condition. So you have to be healthy, you must not be taking any medication, such kind of things. You will be qualified to donate blood. So that's remind me that when you live a healthy life, a life free of all these conditions, a life free of infections, you will be easily be qualified to donate blood and save a lot of lives. And why will you donate this blood? Just to save a life somewhere, to save an accident victim somewhere, to save a sickle cell disease patient somewhere, to save a thalassemia patient somewhere, so that they can also enjoy the life that we live. So I just want to encourage you, if you have never donated blood, just walk to any blood bank or any facility that offer that services and donate just a pint of blood to save a soul, to save a life somewhere. You don't have to be your family member. You help someone today, the next time you will also be helped. Thank you, and let's donate blood to save lives.